Hi, welcome. Today I am going to explain about the film Encanto. Spoilers ahead, watch out fully. Young Alma Madrigal loses her husband Pedro while fleeing her violent home but manages to save her triplet infant children Julieta, Paper, and Bruno. The magical candle Alma is carrying with her transforms into the Casita, a sentient home for the Madrigals. Years later, a community expands under the Casita's protection, and the Madrigal family's members are given superhuman talents that they put to good use by aiding the villagers, the family Madrigal. However, Mirabel, Julieta's youngest daughter, is handled differently because she has no gift at all, whereas Bruno's precognition gift repeatedly generates disputes that result in the family demonizing him. Mirabel notices the Casita breaking during the evening that Paper's youngest son Antonio is given the power to communicate with animals, but no one pays attention to her warnings because the Casita is later discovered to be in good condition, waiting on a miracle. Mirabel investigates and confronts her relatives in an effort to preserve the Casita's charm. Her superhumanly strong older sister Luisa makes the suggestion that Bruno's room might have some information about the occurrence, surface pressure. There, Mirabel sees a sand-filled cavern and fragments of an opaque jade glass slab that, when put back together, form an image that purports to depict her causing the Casita to collapse. There, Mirabel sees a sand-filled cavern and fragments of an opaque jade glass slab that, when put back together, form an image that purports to depict her causing the Casita to collapse. Mirabel's oldest cousin Dolores, who has superhuman hearing, admits to overhearing Mirabel and her father discussing Bruno's vision during a banquet where Isabella, who has the power to make flowers bloom at will, is set to marry neighboring villager Mariano Guzman. When the Casita starts to break again, it ruins Mariano's proposal because Paper, whose emotions control the weather, suddenly summons a thunderstorm, much to everyone's surprise. Mirabel denies any role in the catastrophe, but Isabella still assigns responsibility to her. In the midst of the chaos, Mirabel notices a man who she chases through a secret passageway in the walls and learns is none other than Bruno himself, who never actually left their home since he still loves his family. Mirabel persuades Antonio to give him permission to use his room while also persuading him to make predictions once more. Another vision that Bruno has depicts Isabella being hugged by Mirabel and the Casita falling. When Mirabel goes to apologize, she discovers Isabella's burden of having to be flawless and her desire to avoid getting married to Mariano. After expressing her emotions, Isabella's abilities begin to manifest and the two sisters get along again. What else can I do? Alma learns of Mirabel's acts, though, and irrationally holds her responsible for the family's woes. When Mirabel finally snaps at her, she claims that she was to blame for everything because she insisted that everyone do things the way she wanted. As Alma's magical candle goes out in Mirabel's hands in her fruitless attempt to save it, the Madrigals are effectively robbed of their powers and the Casita is destroyed as a result of their disagreement. After discovering a distraught Mirabel at the river where Pedro drowned, Alma finally owns up to pressing the family and forgetting that the true gift given was the family itself, not the powers, Dos Oruguitas. Both find peace and, with Bruno at their sides, reassemble the Madrigals to help the people reconstruct the Casita. The Casita comes to life and the magic returns as Mirabel installs the final doorknob, all of you. Colombia, Encanto, concludes with the Madrigals taking their first family photo, which now includes Mirabel and Bruno. Colombia, Mi Encanto, concludes with the Madrigals taking their first family photo, which now includes Mirabel and Bruno. Thanks for watching this awesome recap. Subscribe for regular movie updates.